So, good afternoon. We are back again Monday afternoon, a little bit earlier. Obviously, Man United are playing Wolves early-ish kickoff. It's still an evening kickoff. Bank holiday Monday in the UK. Happy New Year, Rants. How are you, mate?
Yo, all good, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just had a chilled one over Christmas and New Year, and then watched watched the meltdown for the last couple of days with the VAR decisions, and it's mad. Obviously, I know you watched the game. Um, Martin Odegaard, why wasn't it looked at? That's all I keep hearing. Then David Silva, that weren't a penalty. Sorry, Bernardo Silva, sorry.
Bernardo.
Um, yeah, apparently it weren't a penalty. Then obviously yesterday we see Sadio Mane elbow a player in the face, get away with it. We then see Mason Mount lash out at a player, get away with it. What did you make of the Arsenal decisions? Because I thought we were playing sick up until the penalty, and
Yeah,
they
you
didn't
you
take
were
a shot.
bopping it. What the you see the Martin Odegaard one, yeah? Like you say that they didn't look at it. You know what it is with the Odegaard one, yeah? It actually in real time it looked like a good challenge. You know the one. It's only when you actually see it, like from the angle of behind the goal, you could see that actually the keeper doesn't really get anything on the ball. And if he doesn't get anything on the ball before he gets Odegaard. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where I think it. This is my problem with VAR. My problem is, yeah, if we never had it, we're used to these contentious decisions. But when people have the means to check things and they don't, that's where the grey area is. Do you know what I mean? Because even when they say clear and obvious and all these things or whatever, like, what does that even mean, bruv? Like, what's clear and obvious for one person might not be clear and obvious for someone else. Do you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, every contentious decision like that should just be checked. Period. Because then you don't have situations like that. If they do check it and they see what we saw, they give that penalty in it. So,
Mm.
like, I don't understand why it wasn't checked, because if you do check it, you give the penalty like 10 times out of 10. I can't see a human being that hasn't been paid money, yeah, that looks at what we saw, yeah, and doesn't think that's a pen. That's
Do
my
you know?
only
Do you know?
problem.
Do you know what? Right. I was like, because he arched his back. I've seen a replay. I posted it on my Insta yesterday. There's a replay that when Edison's sliding in, they didn't show this replay on TV, right? Somebody sent me it. So I don't
Yeah.
know whether they showed it after the game or at full halftime or whatever it was. But in live action, they never showed this replay on the VAR. There's a replay I've seen where Odegaard stamps on Edison as Edison's going to slide, he stamps on Edison's foot, and then that changes the trajectory of the ball. And this is why I don't think it's a penalty, because the clear and obvious thing, right? From my understanding of clear and obvious, it's the ref's not made a clear and obvious error. But like you just said, that's subjective. That's, you could say it's a clear and obvious error. I could say you're chatting rubbish, and vice versa. And that alone, for me, makes it not a pen, because there's too many angles. That one angle looks like Odegaard's got the ball, one
Yeah.
looks like he didn't get the ball, one
Yeah.
looks like he stamped on the keeper, one looks like the keeper's gone straight through him. And it's like,
Yeah.
for me, that's 50-50. That could go either way. If we get it,
Yeah, it's not even 50-50. It's less than that. But that's my point. And that is why I said, yeah, I just want to know, yeah, why it wasn't checked. Because, like, the fact that it wasn't a conclusive penalty, like Stonewall, like it is. If there was no VAR and the referee doesn't give it, no problems. Do you know what I mean? Because the referee could just be like, yo, cool. It's not a foul. I didn't see it as a foul. I thought the guy got the ball. No arguments. But the fact is, when do we decide, yeah? When do we actually decide, like, when to use it and when not to use it? Like, man's just got the goal up now. And yeah, it does. It looks like Odegaard stood on the goalkeeper now when you watch it. But then at the same time, yeah, like it's mad because Edison's come out with his feet
yeah.
and it looks like Odegaard stepped on him. But in full speed, it doesn't look like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bruv, to be fair, neither of them are penalties. Do you know what I mean? If I look at them, like even the Xhaka one, Bernardo was looking for that 100%.
Oh,
But
100%, man. Man dropped
but
like he was sniping.
when you're holding a player's shirt, you kind of
Yeah.
give them. It's just like the Rooney penalty against Arsenal, yeah, when he dived against Sol Campbell, yeah.
So
It's
Campbell,
like
yeah.
as soon as you stick your leg out, you've given my man a decision to make. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is with Xhaka. Like Xhaka's kind of sold himself. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. And when I look at the Odegaard one, that bro, I had to look at that 5, 6, 7, 8 times to decide was it a penalty or was it not a penalty. So if I'm not sure as a ref, I'm probably not gonna give it. I'm probably not gonna give it if it's not a stone waller, bruv. Because I don't just believe in just fucking giving out penalties for any contact in the box. Because all contact doesn't mean penalty, bro. Football's not a no contact sport.
Facts.
It never has been. Do you know what I mean? So just because you touch someone in the box, it doesn't mean it's a penalty. It doesn't mean that. It's never meant that. So literally, yeah, like if Xhaka doesn't grab his shirt, it's not a penalty. Because Bernardo literally ran over man's leg and was already trying to fall over, innit? Like it was poor. Like, and I don't get it. When you get tripped as a footballer, yeah, your reflexes aren't to fall backwards like this and do all that. Like that doesn't make sense. It's too theatrical. So I probably wouldn't have given it just for that, innit? I felt like he was doing too much. But the Odegaard one, it depends on what angle you see it from, whether you think it's a pen or not. It's not conclusive, innit? It's not really conclusive. There's loads of different angles. One angle says penalty. Next angle says he stepped on man. Third angle says, nah, not really. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's just shit luck, bro. When you're playing against Man City, with the momentum they're on, with Pep, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's in slow motion, that's exactly what happened. Odegaard stamped on Edison's foot. And if he hadn't stepped on Edison would have cleared the ball. That's what it looks like.
But then on the counter of that, a lot of people have been saying this. Like I've been talking on here for a couple of days and seen a lot of people over social media talking about this decision. It's not so much the Xhaka one, because I think a lot of people have accepted that if he hadn't pulled his shirt, it weren't a pen. Yeah, I even said that on the watch along. I was like, he was dumb for sticking his leg out and dangling his leg, but it's a coming together. He threw himself to the ground. But then Xhaka, if he hadn't pulled his shirt, and the ref actually waved him up.
Yeah, because even the ref saw it, and the ref was like, nah, come on. Because he fell down so theatrically, like I said, just from the theatrics, I'm not giving it. And that's kind of what the referee was kind of like, get out, mate. Do you know what I'm saying?
See, with the Odegaard one, yeah, a lot of people have been saying that Edison, if he hadn't come out sliding with his foot, you know, his momentum's making him slide. That's when Odegaard's gone to plant his foot normally, and that's when he's stamped on him, hence taking the ball that way. And this is where I'm saying that's so 50-50, that penalty. Some would get given that, some wouldn't get given that. And I don't believe there's a bias towards certain teams. I genuinely don't believe that, because I've seen, like, people say there's bias towards certain players, and we're going to talk about Mane in a bit, but I've seen Harry Kane get away with murder at times.
Yeah, he's not that kind of player tax. You know them ones, like, bro, certain man have that. So that, bruv, it works, bro. He's not that kind of player tax.
Then I've seen Harry Kane have goals disallowed by a millimetre for offside the other day. Like,
yeah.
So I don't think there is any agenda against certain clubs or certain players. I do think some of the refs do have that in their head that, oh, he's not that kind of player. But when you've got VAR in a studio, they can always overturn stuff or make them look at stuff. The reason that Odegaard one wasn't looked at is because VAR couldn't make a clear and obvious error out of that decision. You know, the ref said no penalty. It wasn't stonewall penalty. So
it wasn't. It was a debatable one, and this is why I don't mind that it wasn't given. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it was contentious, bro. Because man are saying, if he went with if the keeper went with his hands instead of his feet, but it's completely natural as a goalkeeper, yeah, in those situations to go with your feet, because your legs are longer than your arms, and the ball was there. So that was, and if you look at when Edison goes with his feet as well, he doesn't dive in. His feet don't really leave the ground. He spreads to block it. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them ones where Odegaard stepped on him, and people are saying, it's natural. It's his natural movement. But then on the flip side, for instance, out on the field, yeah, if somebody comes across with a perfectly timed slide tackle, yeah, and you step on them, yeah, it doesn't make it a foul, blood. Like, it doesn't make that. Do you know what I mean? That's why the natural instincts of players usually, like I said with the Harry Kane challenge before that people were saying was a red card, the natural instinct of an outfield player when they see a slide tackle coming, yeah, is to hurdle over it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's it. If you don't hurdle over it, you'll get fouled, but you could get hurt. But because Odegaard's in the box, he ain't trying to get out the way because he knows he can get a penalty. But it wasn't a bad challenge from the keeper. So I think it was one of them ones where Odegaard saw the keeper coming and he tried to make the contact with the keeper, probably because he can't score because the touch is taking him a bit wide, innit? And
It was literally on the byline.
like,
well,
if it gets given, yeah. So if it gets given, people will say, you know what? It's clever from Odegaard to do that. When it doesn't get given, it's kind of like, oh, it's unlucky. But there's no conclusive answer. And I've seen this penalty about 10 times. I've watched it about 6 times whilst we've been here. And every angle tells you a different thing. Do you know what I mean?
Every angle.
Yeah, so how long are you going to, as a ref, how long are you going to say, you know what, guys, we're just going to pause the game for 5 minutes? You just have to make a decision, innit? And the ref decided it wasn't a pen. I think if Arsenal go on to win the game, we're not really talking about the penalty too tough. Like, it's just unfortunate that they didn't get the win and now everyone's thinking about the penalty, but...
And that's the thing,
weird.
like, we played, that was probably the best 45 minutes Arsenal have played for God knows how long. Probably it is the best under this manager. Yeah, and ironically, he weren't at the game. We had the other fella in charge, but I think that it always comes back to Granit Xhaka, and this is why I get the ump with certain players, because he's a repeat offender. He has this every season. When we played him at the Etihad, he 2-footed Rodri and got straight red. You know, he's done it against Son, given penalties away. He done it against Brighton under Unai Emery, cost us top 4. You know, it's always him. And you know, I was full of praise for him the other week because he was playing so far up the pitch. I was like, look, there's an overlap on that left-hand side because he's right on the edge of the box. Saturday, he was basically playing as a centre-back at times. Yeah, and he was playing as a left-back because he was covering Tierney as well. And it was like, you know, when you've got him in and around the penalty box, you know that he's going to do something stupid at some point because that's just in his makeup. Gabriel as well, right? Gabriel done this against, I think it was Southampton last season, yeah, where he got sent off for stupidness, where he's trying to jockey or get onto a player right on the halfway line when he's already on a yellow card. He done it against you lot at Old Trafford. I think it was Mason Greenwood nutmegged him, and then he was already on a yellow card and he wiped him clean out and got away with it. He done a backheel nutmeg past him, and I was like, whoa, yeah, and he wiped him out and he got away with it. And it's like, you know, Rio Ferdinand said something about Gabriel, saying that if you want to be a top-class centre-back, in them moments where your head's like starting to go and you're feeling injustice, that is where the elite and the top players, Diaz and Van Dijk, they calm everyone down and say, look, we've been wronged. We feel we've been wronged, but now let's go and win the game. Yeah, he just went bang straight through Gabriel Jesus. I mean, that was just ridiculous. He deserved a straight red, probably. That was just assault.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Do you know what I mean? It's very unfortunate, man. And it's like, that kind of shows like where Arsenal are in terms of the mentality though in the team and also how they responded to that, because it's like Arsenal fell apart right at the end, didn't it? It was unfortunate after pretty much being well worth what they had for the majority of the game. One decision and then the whole team just kind of capitulated right towards the end, didn't it? And that's the character that will have to be built up over some more time, innit? Like, that's just kind of how it is, unfortunately, brother. Like, there's other teams that they go down to 10 men, they just grind it out. Do you know what I mean? They just grind it out. You're not there yet as a team. Yeah. But like the signs were promising enough, brother. I can't lie. Like, it's one of them ones where, as an Arsenal fan, you're looking at how they're playing right now. It's not an ideal result, but the fact that Arsenal fans think that they should have got something from the City game tells you, yeah, like where you've come in the space of 6 months. Because I think most people were thinking you lot were going to get pumped.
Yeah, I did. I predicted 5-1. I thought we were going to get hammered. But do you know what? Thinking about it now, after the event, they played 2 days earlier. We had a week off. Yeah, and they struggled against Brentford at times. Now, Brentford were trying to do them on the counter and nearly had a couple of goals in that game. And it was like they didn't play great against Brentford, got the result. They didn't play great against us, got the result. They're the only team in the league that can do that. We've had this conversation for weeks. They are the only team that can go on an 11-game win streak. No one else can do it. They've done it.
Yep.
They've done it year in, year out. They're walking away with this title. They've played you away, I think. They've played us away and at home. They've played Tottenham away. I think they've played Liverpool away. They've played Leicester away. They've played pretty much I think they've played Chelsea away. They've played everyone away. So they've got all these games to come out at the Etihad.
At home. It's mad.
It's game over, mate. The title's theirs. Nobody's catching them. Nobody is catching them at all. And you're right. It takes all this talk about VAR and refs. If we had won the game, or if we had got a draw out of that game, I don't think anyone would have moaned about the ref. I don't think anyone would have moaned about it at all. But obviously, after the event, after seeing 2 players that do have form, that do have previous for doing the same things, and there was a comment here a minute ago from Rickon saying not enough energy's gone on Gabriel because he's had a good season. And that's exactly it. When people say that refs have got favourite players and refs have got favourite teams, fans also have favourites as well. Hence why Gabriel's got away with that and Granit Xhaka's getting all the heat. Yeah, because Granit Xhaka, Gabriel, like I just said, he's done it 3 or 4 times for Arsenal. He's always pushing and grabbing someone on the halfway line. Why are you doing that? Drop off them, let them take their touch, then initiate them. Don't just go straight through them. Like, he does it too often. When you're coming up against Rashford and Greenwood and Jesus, players that are quick, they're nimble, and they can flick a ball around you, you're going to get caught out more often than not because you're not quick and nimble. That's why you're a centre-back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Literally,
it's like
if someone's quicker than you, you don't want to be too tight. You're better off giving them half a yard because if they do push it past you, you've still got that extra bit of space because you're behind them. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be starting a foot race like neck and neck with a player that's miles faster. It don't make sense. And that's what Harry Maguire does all the time. Like, he dives in, tries to be clever and nick the ball, and then someone just touches it round him and he's out of position. It's like, if you know you're coming up against certain players, you should know how you're gonna marshal them, innit? Like, you don't get touch tight to players that are tricky or have good acceleration. You just don't do it. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So it's silly, innit? And I guess he's quite young, innit? But that changes the game, unfortunately, bro. And at the top level, especially against teams like Man City, how many fucking opportunities, how many better opportunities are you gonna get? Got a week off, Man City played 2 days earlier, maybe not on the top of their game. So many things going for you, and then an individual fucks it. That's just what it is, bro. Like, that's it.
It's the same individual that's done it on multiple occasions, man. I swear, this guy, I don't know why he still plays. He must have something in his contract, maybe, because he's played under 3 managers. If he's fit, he plays. Yeah, it must be in his contract that he plays and starts games. It must be, because there's no good reason to play this geezer every week. He's dog shit, mate. Yeah, he's got the turning circle of the Titanic. Yeah, well, it was funny because that silver penalty, I've watched that about 50 times. He started doing baby giraffe when he planted his right leg. He was off balance. Silly. Yeah, and it was like, because he can't twist himself, yeah, his legs planted and they went all wobbly, and then they've clashed knees. Yeah, and people are saying that he just threw his arms back and fell straight down. He didn't. Xhaka pulled his shirt and he fell towards Xhaka sideways because he pulled his shirt. It's like, if you hadn't have pulled his shirt, mate, that wouldn't have been a pen. They still wouldn't have had a shot on target. Yeah, and we may have won that game. You know, because then obviously after that, Gabriel then gets booked because he's kicking off and fucking up the penalty spot or whatever it was he got booked for. Then a minute later, he gets sent off. And it's like, if we hadn't have had that penalty go against us and Granit Xhaka hadn't have done that, that second incident wouldn't have happened and we would have had Gabriel still on the pitch. All of a sudden, we win the game. Everyone's going, wow, we've just beat Man City. Instead, Granit Xhaka totally fucking changed the traction in the game. And it's like, it's always in, mate. Sick and tired of watching that geezer play football. He's shit. I'd rather have
this. But this is the problem, bro. Like, with football, unfortunately, innit? Like, and that's why they say you're only as strong as your weakest link, innit? Because, bruv, when you've got players doing that, there's always a chance that the other team can get back into it. It's just fucking life, bro. Like, that's just how it is. And that's why, like, even at my club, when we were bidding for all these players and that, I was like, why are Man United buying players for the bench when we ain't even fixed our starting lineup? Because as long as you got players like Harry Maguire in the starting lineup, players like Scott McTominay and that, bro, like that's where you need to be focusing your energy. Wan-Bissaka and that. As long as you got players like that in your starting lineup, you ain't got to worry about buying squad players, bro. The 11 ain't done.
Yeah.
The 11 ain't fixed. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. Like, you're literally only as good as your worst player. Because you could be playing fucking great and then Xhaka pulls man down in the box. Now, everything you done before that was for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's how football is. And that is why you look at Manchester City. The reason why Manchester City have been so dominant is because they've got depth and they've got quality in depth. And that's why Liverpool always fall short against Man City, because Man City got the quality in depth. Liverpool got a good starting 11, but outside of that, this is where they fall on their ass.
Yep.
And that's why, for me, this title race is as good as over now. Because it's 10 points. Man City have the fixtures favourable to them because they got to play their best players, their best teams and best oppositions at home. They've done the tough away trips already. So the fixtures favour them. Their depth favours them. The momentum favours them. Like, literally, if anyone catches them, it's because they've dropped the ball massively.
They've scored the most goals and they ain't got a striker, and they've got the best.
And they've
defense.
conceded the least amount of goals.
It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, it's mad. They've conceded 13 goals and scored 53. Liverpool scored 52, conceded 18, and they're about to lose their two strikers or two forward players to the AFCON.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And when you look at Man City, they've got Rodri, KDB, Gundogan, Bernardo, Fernandinho, all these ones. Bruv, Liverpool are playing fucking Milner and Henderson. And you think they can keep up with fucking Man City? Milner and Henderson, bro. Like, and Oxlade-Chamberlain and that. Get the fuck out of here. Like, man, we just got to be serious, innit? That's just what it is. Like, Liverpool are doing well to still be in the conversation, but the facts are, that's the difference between Man City. Who's Man City's weakest link? We don't know who it is. Because they're all good.
Probably left back. Like, they had Nathan Ake at left back at the weekend. Zinchenko, I don't think is that great either.
Zinchenko's a CM, but he plays left back.
And that's the thing, they haven't actually got a proper out and out left back. And if they did, they'd be even better.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, and it's mad. And Zinchenko probably is their weak link. If you look at their midfield, it's just ridiculous, man. They can field two decent midfields that would be in contention for titles. You know, they've got forward players. Grealish didn't even get on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. You know, and then they've got their defence. Like, John Stones was on the bench, I think. I mean, he'd get in most Premier League teams comfortably, and I don't even rate him that highly. But he's a decent centre back. Yeah. You know, and then they've got Nathan Ake, who's playing at left back. Like, well, he was in a Premier League team at centre back before he went City. Now he's at left back, and it's like, they're just too good. They've got the best manager. They've got the best team. Yeah, and they've got the best defense. Like, you ain't catching them. Ain't happening. Unless they capitulate, which they won't. Yeah, then they'll win it comfortably. And I think they'll win it.
They need to go and get They need to go and get Digne from Everton. He's not playing, bruv. Oh my days. If they get him, it's mad, bro. It's mad. But nah, man, Pep's done a great job. I can't lie. Like, the depth is stupid. It's stupid, bruv. And that's why they'll walk this league.
Do you think that there is favouritism towards teams from refs and VAR and that, or do you just think that's
not
just
towards teams? I think towards players for sure, but not teams. Do you know what I mean? I don't think refs like any teams, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's not even that deep. Refs on the board, like, you know what I clocked about referees, whether it's like whether you're playing or not playing, a lot of the time referees genuinely think the game's about them. Like, they do, bro. Like, some of the biggest egos in football I've seen is from referees, even at amateur level, bro. These men turn up and you know what it is, they're human beings. You give them a bit of power, do you know what I mean? They got their knobs out, bro. Like, that's just what it is. Like, if you want to see what someone's really about, give them a bit of power, innit? Because that's when you really see who people are. And a lot of the time, these referees, you give them a bit of power and they just start doing bullshit, bro. Like, that's just what it is. It's not even that they like this team or dislike this team. It's just that, bro, like, they're just making it about themselves all the time, bro. Like, why did you give that? Why didn't I give it? Because I didn't want to. It's always about this. This player's back chatted me. So now, when he gets fouled, cool, not going to give nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, you know the amount of times certain things happen and the ref might not react because maybe you've said something to the ref maybe 10 minutes before. That's not on camera. Happens all the time. Or it could work the other way, where I've been in the ref's ear for the last 15, 20 minutes. Next time I get touched, it's not a foul, but the ref bottles it. You don't know what ref you're gonna get. And that's why, like, when I used to play, I always used to talk to the referee just throughout the game, bruv. Just be nice to him and that. All the time, because you never know when you're gonna get a decision, bro. If the ref makes a good decision, I'll be like, yeah, I'm saying, well done, ref, whatever.
Well done.
All the time. Well done, ref. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, you have to just massage their egos, bruv. Because at any moment, these fuckers can turn on you, bruv. That's what it is. So you just got to stay on side with the ref. Now, that's what you got to do, bruv. Like, because you got to understand, you're playing against the other team, and sometimes you're playing against the ref. On my life, blood, I've played against referees. As a manager and as a player, I played against refs, where ref ain't giving me nothing, bro. Like, these man even see, like, anyone that follows my futsal team all the time, bro, we've had games where the ref ain't giving us nothing. Stonewall penalties, all these things, but you have to get on with it because you can't lose your head, bruv. Like, while you're on the floor complaining about the foul you didn't get, the other team go down the other end and score. Now, you just have to keep your head in it, and if you can, you need to stay on side with the ref, bro. Like, you have to.
What did you because Chelsea fans seem to think that this Anthony Taylor's against them, right? And I can kind of see it, but at the same time, you know, I was watching a podcast. No, Russell, don't mind me saying this. I get on very well with Russ. Yeah, and he listed all the Premier League referees yesterday, and I think only 3 of them are from Birmingham down. All the rest are up north, right?
Right.
And he was like basically saying that that there's some kind of bias. Because why can't we produce a referee from London or something? Because I think the 3 down south were Bristol, Oxford, I think Leicester. There was no refs anywhere further down, right? And then I was like, yeah, but Chelsea don't really seem to get this like southern like hatred because they just go on and win everything anyway. So it's like maybe it's just us. And the thing is, that game yesterday, right? Anthony Taylor. I remember Anthony Taylor was the referee when we beat him in the cup final. And he sent Kovacic off instead of Xhaka, and it was a 50-50 ball. They've both gone in, yeah, and Xhaka stood on Kovacic, but he sent Kovacic off. And I was like, why have you done that? Yesterday, when I watched that game, Sadio Mane should have been straight red, yeah, inside, 10 seconds? And then that didn't get done. And then Mason Mount, I think they probably realised they cocked up because then when it went to the Mason Mount one, there was intent in what he was doing there. Like, even though he didn't really connect with him, yeah, he tried to have a go at him, like while he was on the deck, and kind of lash out at him.
Oh, Mason Mount one yesterday.
Yeah, I thought that was a straight red.
You know what it is, yeah? Mason Mount one, yeah? The reason why it was and it wasn't. The intent was definitely there, but he didn't connect in it. So it's a weird one. I'm not going to lie. Because Mason Mount kicked out at him, 100%. But because there wasn't really any contact, that's the reason why he survived. But saying that, if it wasn't Mason Mount and it's someone else, I believe that red card's given me. And this is just what it is, unfortunately, bro. That's why I say that he's not that kind of player, tax, bruv. I swear to God, yeah. Like, that shit's real, cuz. That shit is real. Because, like, the Sadio Mane one on Aspie, yeah, bruv. That is a red card, yeah, every single day of the week, yeah, and
even though he ain't looking at him, he knew he was there and he knew what he was going to do.
Listen, yeah, like, the reason why it was definitely a red card for me is, yeah, as a footballer, yeah, like, you know, innit, when you're jumping and what natural positions are. Like, people say, they put their arms out to protect themselves and that. Nah,
yeah, but
it wasn't that.
Here. It weren't up here like you're jumping like that. It was down here.
But this is what I'm saying. If you jump up for a header, yeah, and you're up here, yeah, boom, man's arms like at this angle. He knew he was there. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he meant to do him or nothing like that. I'm not saying it was a nasty challenge, but he knew what he was doing, though. It was calculated, bro. Like, from where his arm was. Like, there's no way man can look at me and tell me that he never knew the player was there. He knew the player was there, bro. He knew the player was there. And the thing is, yeah, if that is another player that is deemed a dirty player, yeah, that's a straight red. No one's questioning it. Because he ended up busting man's eye, bruv. Like, his eye was like black or something like that. So he bust man's eye. So the contact was sufficient enough here to cause damage. So I don't understand. I don't understand how it's not a red card, innit? Apart from the fact that he's just not that kind of guy.
Yeah,
That
if
text is real,
that's
bro.
Xhaka doing that, it's a red card because of his previous.
All day, bruv. And also, like, people are saying, oh, it's because it happened early in the game. Like, if it was later on in the game.
It's a red in the first second or the 91st minute.
But again, don't think that referees don't take these things into account. You know the amount of times we've seen yellow card challenges that yellows aren't given because it's the first tackle of the game.
Yeah,
it happens all the time,
and that's mad as well because you do see that quite a lot. But this isn't a thing that's just happened. This is a thing that's been going on for as long as I've watched football. Like I remember back in the day when Vinnie Jones went straight through fucking that Liverpool player in the cup final, mate. Like literally kick off, bang. Yeah, I mean that's a straight red. But then would he have sent him off because it was the first couple of seconds? Would they send Vinnie Jones off for that now straight away? I'm not really too sure. Like, and this is the thing, like VAR for me. Yeah, I said I didn't want it. I said it had ruined football. It had slowed the game down. Yeah, stop, start. Some things will get checked, some things won't. And the reason that is because it's all a matter of an opinion. All you're doing is taking it away from the geezer on the pitch and giving it to a geezer in the studio. Right? I get the ref can't see everything. Right? I get that. I understand that. But at the same time, if he ain't 100% the ref, he can't give it. But then you get a dickhead in the fucking studio sitting there going, oh, well, yes, that's a penalty. Then the following week, it's a different game. Oh, no, same challenge. No, it's not a penalty. And
but that's like, the thing with the Mount one that I don't like. Because Mason Mount, has looked down at man, kicked out at him. Obviously, it's almost like he wanted to kick out at him and then he bottled it last minute. So he kind of pulled away. You know, like that. That's what it looked like. Yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like he wanted to stamp on man and then he clocked. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? But the intent was already there and the action was already made and it was in slow motion. Obviously, my man's rolling around on the floor, made a meal of it, but he did kick out at him. He did. And the intent was there. That's violent conduct, innit? So, again, if that's another player that they wanted to believe was a dirty player, they're sending him off. They're sending him off 110%. There's no two ways about it. It's only because it's Mason Mount. He's not that kind of guy.
Yeah, he's not that kind of guy. He's got a
not
nice smile.
Not that kind of guy,
yeah,
bro.
He plays for
yeah,
England.
Man. Good, humble guy, bro. That's it. Good lad. Same guy that broke lockdown to go kick ball with fucking Declan. You know them ones there, but nah, bro. Like, they're nice guys, innit? Like, it is what it is. 100%. If that's Rudiger, he's gone. Gone.
Oh, defo, man.
100% gone.
Defo. And do you know why he would have been gone? Because of he would have seen that ref, what he was doing the other week where he was jumping in that Leeds player's face and kicking off, and he would have gone, he is that type of player, isn't it? Yeah, would have seen him getting in Suarez's face in the Champions League game and saying, come on then. Yeah, what you saying now? Yeah, and this is the thing, like, how do you see this being fixed? Because I don't necessarily think that there's a problem with bias for teams, but I do think, like you just said, there is some level of, he ain't that type of player. And that's been going on for 30, 40, 50 years, mate. Like,
but that's the human element. That's the human element of football, though. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's just like when certain man are superstars. Someone's talking about the CR7 Curtis Jones thing. Bruv, that was a red card, bro. He looked like he wanted to kick man into the car park, but he just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took about a 20-yard, run up to kick man. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, if there's anyone other than Cristiano, it's a straight red. Like, well, man actually took a run.
Away with it.
Like, bro, he used, it's like he tried to hit man like it was a penalty shootout or something. Like, he ran up to man and clotted him, bro. I haven't seen a challenge like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
The only one that come close to it, who was it the other day that literally just wiped him out? What game was that? Was that a Liverpool game? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Robertson just smashed man in the air. Smashed him in the air, just went straight through him, said, fuck this. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is exactly what it is, bro. For me, it's like the human element is always going to be, that's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not that kind of player. Even though he's mad petulant. But because he hasn't received loads of red cards, people say he's not that kind of guy. This is the guy that gets booked for he gets booked more for taking off his shirt, blood, than he does for tackling. Do you know what I mean? So, like, again, that he's not that kind of guy. That it will always be there, bro. Benefit of the doubt. It will always be there, unfortunately, with certain players. Certain players don't get the benefit of the doubt, unfortunately. Granit Xhaka's never going to get the benefit of the doubt. Know what I'm saying? He's never going to get the benefit of the doubt, bro. Because he's willing to take a yellow. He's willing to take a red card. Like, he's got one in him, innit? So,
100.
There's nothing we can do about that. That's human nature, man. Like, prejudice is real, innit? Like, just as a human, yeah, you always judge people, like, in whatever settings you're in, based on whatever, like, it's completely normal, innit? And you see Cristiano and you think, oh, you know, he's a slow flake, blood, like, do you know what I mean? So when you see a challenge, you're like, oh, you know what, like, do you know what I mean? He didn't
the only counter to that is, is if like, referees, it's always about them, innit? They love to be the star, yeah?
Exactly.
I've just, like, had this feeling in my head all season, right? There's going to be a referee that sends him off this season just to make a name for themselves, innit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm surprised he ain't been sent off because some of the shit he's got away with. I'm just like, wow.
He's
like,
doing out of pure frustration at the moment, bro. Like, pure frustration because he knows he's not playing well. And if he doesn't score a goal, his head's gone, bro. Do you know what I mean? You see it. Yeah, arms throwing, whatever. So there's going to be a point this season, the way we're playing, that probably he's going to kick out at someone and probably get sent off. Like, it is what it is. Like, probably going to be Mike Dean. You know what I mean? Probably. Do you know what I mean? One of them ones.
Start jumping up and
start spinning around with the thing, bro. It's probably going to be Mike Dean, bro. Man's going to be, like, showing him to the tunnel and that. Like, do you know what I mean? It'd probably be Mike Dean, but...
And then asking for his shirt a full time.
But this is football, bro. Like, this is just what it is, unfortunately, yeah. The human element of football, yeah. It's what we love and what we hate about it, innit? But I'd rather the human element than these men drawing crooked lines, like, when it suits them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm seeing certain goals onside, certain goals not onside, and it's in the same position and that. Bro, it's jarring.
It is. And do you know what pisses me off, right? I thought that this season they were going to give the strikers the benefit of the doubt.
They say that every year, Lee. Every year.
And now it's like literally Rizzler paper. Yeah, you're offside.
Bruv, they said they're going to draw thicker lines, bruv.
Yeah. And
now the lines... What's the point in drawing thicker lines if they're bent? You know, like that. Man's drawing bent lines, bruv. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't even make sense. Bro, I saw the Harry Kane one. They were like, oh, yeah, offside. What part of it was offside?
Mate, I genuinely didn't get that, mate. I uploaded that, right? That was Southampton, isn't it? Yeah. I was watching the game, and every time a goal win, and I was just like, oh, he's warming up nicely for the North London derby. Then I fucking put the second one up. I went to go toilet, and a cigarette. I come back here, and I was like, right, it says 1-1. I'm sure he scored. And then I looked, I rewound it, and they gave it offside. I was like, no. Like, how is that offside? Bro, it's mad. I remember fucking Pepe scoring in the cup final. He scored some banger. And Maitland-Niles, literally, it must have been the fucking dead skin on his toenail or something, was offside, bro. It was literally just some millimeter.
Bro, but you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? If you want to find out if someone's offside, you know when they do all this, lines on the pitch? Fuck the lines on the pitch, because it's all about perspective, innit? Why don't they just do an aerial view, yeah? From the top, looking down, bruv. It will clear everything up. You know, like that. It doesn't make sense, bro. Like, they're showing us the angle from left to right.
Yeah.
And then the line's diagonal.
Yeah.
Why are you showing us diagonal lines? Show us a straight line going across here, yeah? From an aerial view. Just show, man, a straight line across the pitch. That's all you need to show, man. Why are you sending...
Or worst ways, when they do the pinching of the thing and they're putting the lines up, pinch the screen and twist it so it's fucking straight instead of diagonal.
I want to see straight lines, bro. That's all we want to see.
Right? The amount of times we've looked, at games and we've been watching football and you think, fucking, he's well offside. I think there was one in the game. It was Saka. He went clean through against Man City. Yeah, and I was like, rah, he looks well offside, man. Yeah, and I think they actually gave him offside. No, they didn't. Oh, no, actually, I think they did afterwards, actually. After he took the shot, I think the linesman put the flag up. When they showed that, he was about 2 yards onside. Yeah, but when you look at it in real time, it's like, fucking hell, it's about 4 yards off. Yeah,
Now, but you know what it is, yeah? If you do it bird's eye view, yeah, and you do it properly, you'll realize how shit these linesmen are, bro. On my life, these men guess everything, blood. Because it's mad that, for instance, yeah, as a lino, if you're running the line, you just have to be in line with the last defender. That's really where you need to be. So why don't they show the angle here from the linesman, from the side of the pitch going all the way across, from the actual lino, a straight line. Yeah. Then we'll see if it was onside or not. Do you know what I mean? And we'll also see that the linesman weren't even keeping up with the play in the first place, and he just fucking guessed, because the linesman should be in line with the last defender. So if the linesman's in line with the last defender, we shouldn't have any issues there, boys. Do you know what I'm saying? The problem is when the linesman ain't in line with the last defender because he didn't get back because he's too fat. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's guessing.
Yeah, which they do 90% of the time.
Man are winging it, fam. Most of these guys are winging it.
How can you look right over there, right? And unless you're boss side, yeah? Unless you're like over there when man's got the ball, right? And then you're looking over there to see the line. How is it even possible to look in two places? It's not possible, bro. It's not possible. They guess every time.
Bro, as a lino, your job is to run the line. That's it. And obviously, right, if it's a throw-in, say what way the throw-in is. But either way, you need to be in line with the last defender or near enough to the last defender that you can see across the line. You're supposed to be looking straight across the pitch. That's what gives you the best perspective. So why is VAR not straight across the pitch in a straight line?
All right, big up to this guy as well. He said you're looking forward to Phil Jones's debut.
Oh, bro. Listen, yeah. Man heard that he might be playing Matic centre-back, bruv. So if it's Phil Jones, bruv, he can't do any worse than Harry Maguire. I can't lie.
And let me ask you this as well real quick. Rants, would you ever wear an opposition player's shirt whilst your team are playing them and call yourself a fan? Wearing a Mahrez shirt is unforgivable. Well, I'm sorry, Roman, that you don't forgive me. I don't know who you are, mate. I don't think I'll sleep tonight. Not only that, I haven't seen a single English man or woman come into my chat or comments on the fan cams crying that I was wearing an Algeria shirt. It's only Arsenal fans crying it had Mahrez on it. But would you matter who's on the shirt. Would you wear an opposition team's player's
Would I wear a Grealish England shirt when Man United are playing? Yeah, I would.
Oh, bro, do you know what I said yesterday, right? I did the fucking live stream, right? So one of my mates has texted me today. He said, give me your address, bro. Your address in Spain. I'll send you a Virgil van Dijk Dutch shirt for when we play Liverpool. I said, yeah, watch. I'm going to get a Martial fucking France shirt as well. I said, what I'm going to do, because I've just...
Hey, bro, listen, I had a Mo Salah backdrop when Man United were playing Liverpool, bruv. Like, and man are asking me. I'm not the right guy to ask. I'm not going to lie, bruv. I'm the worst person to ask those things. I'm not going to lie. Literally, I had a Mo Salah backdrop when we were playing Liverpool. And then Oli got sacked. So it's great. It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Like, I'm going to lie. I'm not the guy to ask these questions. I would wear a Jack Grealish England shirt, no problem, when Man United would play Man City. I don't care, bro. Like, I like the player.
Exactly, and that's the point. And that's the point. This is what these little snowflakes can't get in their head, yeah? Right? It's not a Man City shirt. It is an Algeria shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah? No English man or woman came in my chat crying that I was wearing an Algeria shirt. Exactly. They all came in crying I was wearing Mahrez number 7. Well, it's Algeria, mate. It makes no difference. Right, it's a Mahrez Algeria shirt sent to me, funny enough, yeah, by the Algerian Arsenal Supporters Club. Pick up my boy Salim. Yeah, man sent that to me my mum and dad's address when I was there before I come back. He goes, bro, I know you love Mahrez. I'll get you a shirt. They got me the shirt with the name and number on the back, bro. Big up Arsenal Supporters Club in Algeria.
But this is it.
Like, so salty. It's mad. It's funny, man. It's proper funny. I swear.
Nah, bro, like this is what I mean, bro, about these man that want to police how you support your football club, man. I find it so funny. You know, I just say, Lee, I just don't have time for it no more. Like, even in the show, like me and my brother done our podcast, innit? And that 360 TV clipped up like one segment of when my brother was talking about Man United and CR7 because I don't follow them on socials, innit? And they put out a post saying, is it strange that a Manchester United fan doesn't follow Manchester United and Cristiano
I don't follow Arsenal.
on socials. It's like, bruv, it's not strange at all, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like everything's strange without context. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you putting that up there, bruv? Why the man think it's all right, yeah, to police how I support my football club?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense, bruv. A lot of real Man United fans unfollowed Manchester United when we were literally doing the Glazers out protest, unfollow United. You can put the hashtag unfollow United into Twitter and you can see exactly and you can see exactly what it is, bruv. Unfollow United, because these men are using social media numbers and all these things, yeah, to keep the price of the club up so the Glazers don't sell, blood. The whole point was to unfollow it so their socials plummet, yeah, and they would have to sell the club, innit? So Bear Man unfollowed Manchester United to put pressure on the Glazers, bruv. So the fact that I don't follow Manchester United has nothing to do with me supporting or not supporting the football club. It's about something way bigger than that. So firstly, yeah, don't put something out, yeah, when you don't know nothing about it. And then the Cristiano thing, self-explanatory. I don't want to see a man in boxer shorts, so I'd rather not follow him. Don't get me wrong, I follow girls in underwear, but I'm not following a man in underwear. It's just what it is. That's just what it is, bro. It's so simple. You know what I'm saying? Context is everything, bro.
So I don't follow Arsenal. I unfollowed Arsenal on Instagram and Twitter before I was suspended on Twitter. And the reason I unfollowed them is because the Muppet that was running that Twitter account was a Southampton fan. He's now no longer at the club, right? The guy who run Arsenal socials was a Southampton fan called Connor, right? He's no longer there. You got to ask yourself why Southampton never employed him. Do you know what I mean? And my man's sitting there tweeting out and posting out just utter crap. I do not want to see that crap on my timeline. Yeah, I'll watch what I want. I'll follow who I want. I'll like.
You don't wanted to see Saka and Smith Rowe with the dog on your Instagram timeline. Like, bro, it's not that deep, innit? Like, I don't want to buy the bullshit that these men are trying to sell me. I don't want to see Manchester United propaganda. We've just lost, yeah, and they're posting on this day last year. Yeah, that's it. Or on this day last year, so and so scored this goal, bro. We just lost, man. Have a day off. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, literally, like, the propaganda machine never, ever, ever, ever stops with this football club. So I don't want to see it. That don't mean that I don't support it
as well. Who gives a fuck about training videos and challenges? Exactly. I don't want to see, like, all due respect, Sidemen has smashed it. Big up to the Sidemen, yeah? I don't want to see Sidemen doing a training drill with Mikel Arteta. I don't want to see it. I ain't interested in that.
But this is it.
The funny thing is, the clip that somebody sent me of it, yeah, KSI went, yo, I'm bare confused, bro. I was like,
I saw that.
You played it on your Twitch.
Yeah, we played it on the Twitch.
I don't want to see that on my timeline. That's why I don't follow him. Bro,
nobody wants to see that league. No one wants to see it. Nobody wants to see it. I don't care, bro. I'm not on that. Do you know what I'm saying? If Man United, we're like, what are we, 7th in the league or 8th or something? Bro, I'm not trying to see Man United do nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? But win football matches. That's it. And they don't win football matches on Instagram. So why the fuck do I need to follow them?
Yep.
But it don't make no sense. Like, none of it don't make no sense. Man United admin are shameless, bro. Shameless.
It's no coincidence that our clubs are the most.
And they'll be just commenting heart eyes under the players' posts and stuff like that. Oh, drop me out.
Oh, like, bro, look at the tattoos. Oh, look at the drip. Oh, he's got nice drip. No, you're all fucking drips for following it, mate.
Bro, it's horrible.
Not to do with anything, do you know what I mean? But the funny thing is, the majority of people nowadays are just fucking snowflakes, bro. Like, the amount of people that were crying all weekend that I wore that Mahrez shirt. I even told people in the week I was wearing it. I said to you on the Friday, I've washed the Mahrez shirt. It's coming out. Yeah, I wore that when we got slapped 5-0 by them. Not a single bad comment. But because we nearly got a result, I'm now not allowed to wear it. Listen, I'm 40 in 6 months. I'll wear what the fuck I want. Yeah, and I'll tell you something now. Now I know it triggers you all. Yeah, I'm going to go and buy it.
Keep doing it.
Every single team, every player that I like, I'm going to go and get their national team shirt now. Yeah, and every time we play that team, it's on back to front, mate. You wait till I bust out the Heung-min Son shirt. You lot are going to cry.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's not that deep. Man are gonna turn around, yeah, and say to me, yeah, that I ain't not a real fan, yeah. Me, someone that spent thousands of pounds on tickets, petrol,
Yep.
travel, flights, bruv, you name it, bro. To follow
Yep.
this fucking
Hotels,
football
food,
team,
drink,
yeah.
all of that.
Bruv, all of that, yeah. But I'm a fake fan because I don't follow them on Instagram. That's like saying, yo, if you don't follow so and so on Instagram, you're not their friend. Like my relationship is not online, bruv.
Nah.
You know, like that. I know certain man, yeah, bruv, they don't follow the gal on Instagram. What for? Bruv, you know she's yours, bruv. You need to follow her for.
Facts. Bruv, that's me, by the way.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? What you need to follow her for, bruv?
In fact,
do you know what I mean? It don't mean
we blocked each other, bro. We don't
but that's what I'm saying. That's even better. I don't want to see your shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, literally, I'm just like, why am I following you? Like, I'm following you because there's something that I want to see. But if you, like, I know girls that don't really post on Insta. Like, they'll have Instagram. They got 5 posts. Last post was a year ago. What am I following you for? Yeah. You don't post.
Or 0 posts. Well, why?
But why am I following you?
Yeah. You ain't posted.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's what, bruv, it don't make no sense, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I follow someone that I have an interest in seeing what they are doing, if you don't fall into that category, that's nothing on you and that's nothing on me. I just don't want to see it. There's nothing Man United could post on Instagram that I want to see so badly that I'll follow them.
Yeah, exactly.
If they post something decent, someone will send me the link anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens to me. People go, "Oh, you seen this?" I'm like, "No, I ain't got Twitter, mate. Yeah, and I don't follow him on Insta."
That's it.
You wait till we wait till I put Malpai's name on a France shirt, even though he don't play for France, bro, just to rattle everyone when we play Brighton. I'm doing it. Now I know it pisses people off. You know what I'm like? I'm petty as fuck, bro. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going to treat myself once a month to a new shirt with another player's name that I like, that I rate, and I think is a good player in the Premier League with their national shirt. And every time we play that team, that shirt's coming out. Yeah, just to wind them up. If you want to get so rattled by it, keep crying. Don't watch it. Go and watch someone else. Yeah, I'll go and get the Van Dijk shirt. I'll get the Kante shirt for when we play Chelsea. Yeah, I'll get the Heung-min Son shirt for when we play Tottenham.
That shit I need to see. You know,
hey, bro, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, at the end of the day, what are people going to do? Cry and put words on the screen? Yeah, I'm still sleeping very well at night time on my duck feather pillows, bro. It's cool. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. And I'm waking up to glorious sunshine every day, loving life, bro. Yeah, these people are clapped. I woke up this morning to about 7 notifications on Instagram. Same geezer running his gums called me. I don't even know what this means. You are some dusty, wet ute, blood. Is what you put. Yeah?
Dusty, wet you.
What does that even mean? Dusty, if dust's wet, it's not dusty.
Man said you're a dusty, wet you.
That's what he said. Yeah. So I screenshotted all of the notifications, put it out. Yeah. Then I screenshotted him and said hashtag serial killer vibes. Why do these kids all look fucking weird? Yeah. And then his next picture down was him in a Tesco uniform. I was like, right, man works at Tesco. I clicked on it was Tesco Express in Brighton. I was like, bro, you're running your mouth to people online and you're putting where you work online. It's not the cleverest thing to do, is it? Yeah, I deleted it after about an hour. I thought, fuck it, man. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these kids, man? If that's my daughter, she's getting a backhand, bruv. Yeah, how dare you talk to adults online like that? Like, do you know what I mean?
That's wild.
Some dusty wet you. I was like, what's that even mean?
This is what happens, Lee, bro. Welcome to social media, but that's why I just find it mad funny, innit? I just find it mad funny, you know. But that's why when pages like 360 TV and them, man, they post my stuff, it's like I'm the kind of guy where it's like, bro, I'd rather you just don't post my shit, because when you're posting my stuff, just to kind of to generate traffic for yourself, blood, and you've put something that's out of context up, all it means is I'm gonna get all these jobless dickheads atting me and in my mentions. And I'm like, bro, like, I just don't need that kind of energy. Like, this was a New Year's Eve, yeah? I'm getting atted by these wasters. And I'm like, bro, this is the last day of the year. And my phone's blowing up because you posted some silly clip, yeah, out of context. And now I've got all these wasters talking shit. And you know what's funny, yeah? Like, bare the man that were chatting shit, I clicked on them and I'm like, bruv, why'd you follow me, bruv? They'll be like, oh, Rants always does this. Rants is this, Rants is that. But, bruv,
It's always the way, innit? It's the ones that are the
but
most
I'm like, why are you
abusive always
following
funny.
me for, bruv?
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't posting no topless pics, bruv. There's nothing to see over here. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to see here. Like, why are you
Just
following
press
me?
the search bar, you'll find loads of girls that have filtered their shit, bruv. Yeah, just go and watch them.
Bruv, I'm like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to see here. Go away. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. These men are so jobless, bro. And that's what it is. Like, these man will chat shit, and then when they see you on road, they want pictures, blood. That's how it always is. And that's why I always say to people, yeah, do not believe what you see online. All this perceived hatred, yeah, that you believe someone gets,
mate,
bruv.
total opposite.
In real life, it ain't never that. That's why the same man be chatting shit online are the same man that want pictures for their kids and shit.
Yep.
It's always them. You know how many people's kids that I've taken pictures with? Like, let me take a picture of my kid, take a picture of my son and that, this, that, and the other. A man's
Yeah, do you want to
probably
be in
on
the picture, mate? No.
Bruv.
Just put my son. Yeah, just my son. Yeah.
Bruv, man's probably chatting shit about me on Instagram the week before, and then they saw me out in Westfield, 2-2s now. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's fucking taking pictures with their wife and that. Bruv, like, this is what happens, innit? So just because you see people chatting shit about people online, don't genuinely believe that they have the same energy in real life, because they don't.
Mate,
I promise you.
It's the same when I went to, I took my daughter to watch, I think it was One Extra Live at the O2 a couple of years back. Bless her, she went, I think she was like 9 or 10 at the time. She goes, Dad, you're a celebrity. Look at all these people. I said, shut up, man. Seriously, what's the matter with you?
But if you got O2, there's going to be bare people that know you.
Bro, I was just at the O2 chilling, yeah, at the bar, just getting us a drink. Yeah, and then we were going to go and see Cardi B and all of that, like, kicking off, and like, it was all going to go mad. Yeah, and like, it was just crazy. And she's like, Dad, why are all these people asking for pictures? Yeah, and it's like, that's how it is. Like, it's still weird. Like, if like I went into a bar down here the other day. Yeah, the guy who owns the bar, there's a new bar just opened around the corner. Yeah, and I went in there. He's a young lad. Yeah, really nice guy, Arsenal fan as well. And I went in there. I started talking to him. Yeah, Jackson, his name is. Big up to him. Yeah, I started talking to him, and out of nowhere, some geezer comes out the kitchen. You're Lee Gunner. You're Lee Gunner. I was like, who the fuck is this guy, man? Like, he's got a knife in his hand. He's got a chopping board. I'm like, what the fuck? He's gonna have me mincemeat it up, bruv, in the next fish pie or something, like meat pie. Yeah, and he goes, I watch your YouTube. Yeah, he's just landed in the country. It's his cousin, and he watches the channel. I'm like, fuck, you know, this is mad. Now he's a chef out here. Yeah, I was like,
this is what happens, Lee, fam. Honestly, yeah, it's like, you gotta understand. For instance, yeah, like, bare people chat shit about everyone that's doing well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even Saeed, yeah, Saeed lives in Manchester, yeah. No one ever chats shit when they see him. As much as people think, people are running banter online, bruv, when he's in Manny, bruv, man are stopping him all the time to take pics. When I'm in Manny, it's pictures. When I'm in London, it's pictures. Whatever. No one has ever stopped, man, ever, and said something disrespectful to me, ever. It's never happened. And I've been doing this for like 5 years. 5 years now. And it's never happened, Lee. And I'm out here, bruv. Like, people know I'm out here. You might see me riding my bike, bruv. Like, I'm out here, bro. Like,
bro,
you know,
remember when that geezer put that picture up of Saeed and said, I might bang him? Do you remember? I might bang him.
But you didn't.
You've seen him 150 times, yeah? You're probably
the bear was on the other side of the street.
It was like, well, you didn't bang him, though, did you, mate? Yeah, you just zoomed in like this on your phone, like pinched it. Yeah, it was like all pixelated and that. These people are weirdos, bruv. I can't lie.
They're weirdos, blood. You know what I mean? I see man see me at traffic lights, in my car, on my push bike. Man might see me in the bank, bruv. Like, do you know the ones there? And nobody in the supermarket, whatever. Like, I'm out here. I'm not like some of them other men, yeah, online that live in some little village and that no one's ever gonna see them. I live in the middle of London, bruv. Like, you'll see me in central London. You'll see me in North London, East London, South London, West London. Man's about, bruv. You get me? Like, I'm actually about. Like, I'm on the roads. And people have never said nothing disrespectful to me. And that's why it tells you that this internet thing has just created a safe haven for man to chat shit, try and get likes off it. But they don't have that same energy in real life.
If ever I go in Tesco Express in Brighton, bruv, I've got some mad nutter after me.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So, like, it's dumb, innit? Like, all this energy that people think that people have online is only online, guys. I promise you.
Bro, do you know
Majority of
what's
the world
funny?
ain't
Yeah.
on that.
Do you know what's funny, right? Is most of these people that do this crap online, yeah, like that hate and have all this energy. Number one, they follow you. So why do they follow you? The amount of people that come in my chat every day and go, oh, like somebody said it at the very beginning before we even went live. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
look, the worst two people on social media are always negative. I just replied to it. Yeah, I didn't block him. Just replied to it
Yeah.
and said, thanks for your continued support in 2022 after an amazing 2021. Yeah. So why are you here, mate? If you don't like us, why are you watching it? Yeah. Because
Facts.
you do. You just like to come here to hate on it to make you feel better that you've hated. Yeah, because you can't do what we're doing and you don't like that we can do it because we're confident in what we're doing and we're comfortable in our lives in terms of what we're actually doing and where we're trying to get to. Yeah, and it's like these people just get salty, man. It's mad. Like at the end of the day, if you don't know what I say about football, there's hundreds of football channels that are Arsenal related out there that you can go and watch.
Just go find one that you do like instead of
Yeah.
investing your time and energy, yeah, on trying to put down someone else. But you know what it is? The reason why they won't do it in real life, yeah, is because they'll get punched up in it. Whereas when you're online, if you say something negative, you get likes on your comments, and then you get people getting in the comments saying, "Yeah, man, this, that, and the other." These men are online trying to make friends, cuz.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They're trying to make friends. They're trying to. It's almost like, yeah, we're gonna build a community of people that don't like Lee Gunner, don't like
Bro,
Rants, don't
people
like.
set up accounts, so people set up YouTube channels, yeah.
But that's what I mean.
In
These
honor
men
of
are.
my
They're
name.
trying to make friends, bro. That's what it is. They're trying to make friends, Lee. That's why they do it, bro. It makes them feel like relevant in it. It's a community, fam, because they
That's
don't
what
have
it is.
friends outside of their phone or outside of their
Imagine having
computer.
to scour the internet to find a little clip of what I've said from 3 months ago to edit it to a clip that I've said now. Yeah, to then upload it to pull it out to earn £0. You've got time, mate. 'Cause you've got no
£0.
mates. Yeah.
Zero.
It's mad. Yeah, it's actually mad. It's actually mad. Listen, you have got a game. I know you're going to shoot in a sec, yeah?
Yeah, 5
you
o'clock.
confident?
I'm going live with Baines. No, I'm not. I think we're gonna lose. I can't lie. We've been playing shit, and Wolves are a difficult game.
They got good
Wolves-
defense, man. They got the second
Yeah.
best defense in the league, I think.
There you go. And
They conceded
Yeah.
one less than City, 14. They have got 3 games in hand over City, but yeah, they've conceded 14.
shit, bruv. Yeah, they're a good team, and we're struggling to break teams down and score goals, and they're not conceding much. I think that we could lose this game if we play the way we've been playing. Since the new managers come in, we'll lose, innit? But hopefully we can get something though. But yeah, I'm not confident. Bro. And also hearing that we only got one fit centre back as well.
Yeah.
I can't lie, it's gonna be a bit mad, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got a decent team as well, man. They have got a very good team, and that manager, he started off very slowly. I always find it funny that they Nuno left, and then they hired someone called Bruno. So all they had to do is just change the first the first bit of the song. It was Nuno had a dream. It's now Bruno had a dream, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. No, hey, for marketing, that worked out great.
Yeah, come on, that's how they're doing it. I think you'll win, but it's going to be by the odd goal. I think you're doing maybe 1-0, 2-1, something like that. They don't score many goals. They've scored 13 goals in 18 games. Yeah, and they've
That sounds
conceded
like
one
us,
more
bruv.
than they've
Not
scored.
scoring very many. Do you know what I mean? Except the not conceding many thing. To be fair, under Ralph, we're not conceding. We're not conceding too many either.
Mm.
We're not
Listen,
conceding many either.
There's 1,500 in here. Make sure you smash the likes through the roof. Make sure you subscribe to Rants' channel. It's in the hyperlink in the title, people. And his Twitch channel. When are you going live, man? That's pinned to the comments.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock live with Baines, and then the game kicks off at 5:30, innit? So I think the Man United's team news should be coming out in the next 5 minutes or some shit like that. So
yeah, next 5-10 minutes, something like that. But the
Yeah.
Twitch channel is pinned to the comment section in the live chat. So make sure you go and follow that, subscribe to that. And I'm quite sure that's going to be banter. Obviously, Baines is going to be sitting there with a semi for Ronaldo. You know,
oh, bro. Listen. If Ronaldo starts again today, that's 2 90-minutes. 2 90-minute games back to back, and then if he starts another one, it's a bit mad. I can't lie, bro.
Can't do it.
Can't be doing that. But yeah, and then Cavani played shit last game, but he came off the bench and played all right the game before. So if he goes with Ronaldo and Cavani again today, I can't lie. It could be a long day for man.
100%. Don't worry, mate. You got McTominay in midfield. He just ping him in from 30 yards.
Oh, bro, tell me about it.
He actually played all right last game.
But that's it. He played all right, and everyone was talking
It
like
weren't
he was
amazing.
fucking.
It was just because he had
Man's
a couple
playing
of
like
long
he's
range
fucking
dribbles.
Marco Verratti or something. Like it's fucking Scott McTominay, bro. Like
Yeah, he had a
no,
couple of long
our
range
fan base
efforts.
are they're insufferable, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's how Granit Xhaka fans are. He has one good game and everyone gasses him up like he's Pirlo. Yeah, it's like he brings more balance to the team. Yeah, he also gives away penalties. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Useless. But listen, man, we'll be back again on Friday, people. I'll be back again on here at 10 o'clock tonight with a transfer video. Maitland Niles is linked to Roma on loan. Official bid's gone in, apparently. According
Yeah, I heard
to,
about that too.
So, yeah, I'll talk about that. I'm also on with Henry Wright TV at 7 p.m. as well, so come check that out. We're going to talk about their win in stoppage time, and obviously, no doubt we'll be talking about VAR again. But yeah, man, and like I said, smack the likes up, follow Rants, links in the title, links in the chat, and we're out of here, people. Arteta out, AirPod Albert in. Laters.